I'm modestly successful myself, and I've seen people achieve all sorts of different levels of success with all sorts of different personalities and all sorts of approaches. And that gives me a shit ton of confidence that I can make it, even though I wouldn't necessarily describe myself as the most confident person in the world. I think a lot of people think you've got to have that dog in you, that mindset, right? You got to be that alpha grind set kind of thing. And I think there's something to that, for sure. And I think if you can imbibe a lot of what those people bring into the world and that kind of energy, I think it'll serve you well. But if it's not truly who you are, I don't think it's going to be worth giving up like the best aspects of what you uniquely have to provide. And so that's something I've tried to do a lot in my business, in the kind of work I do, in the way that I deal with my clients. There are sort of like established rules and practices and methodologies, and I use them, but I use them to the effect that makes sense to me, right? It comes from a more personal place. And I think that ingratiates a lot of like goodwill from the people who I work with and builds strong relationships. Is it a slower growth? Yeah, I think I could have grown a lot faster had I followed like the playbook, had I played the game, had I been more of like a businessman than a coach, than someone who was like here also kind of growing alongside my people. You know, people like, there's that saying, it's a personal growth vehicle disguised as a capitalist pursuit. And I think that's super true. And so that's really what I've come a lot with my own business and with my own content creation. And so that's what I want this to be. I want this to be, here's me doing a lot of shit that makes me uncomfortable, takes me way the fuck out of my comfort zone a lot of time, makes me kind of afraid about, is this possible for me? Am I capable of doing this? Can I, with my greatest effort and all of my flaws and the best, like, you know, internet access in the fucking world, do this? Can I achieve this even with all the variety, all of the risk, the chance, you know, the ebb and flow of time that doesn't give a shit about what you have designed for you? Like, I could get cancer tomorrow and this whole thing could go tits up, right? Or it could take off. You don't fucking know, right? Because it's the internet. People might vibe with that shit in some way. You might have a message that speaks to that community. My shorts are super short. I'm just realizing that. Sorry, guys. Longer shorts next time. Got it. Anyway, this is just the intro I wanted to put out for my channel. I wrote a script and it's right here. And I was going to tell you about how, you know, I was homeless when I was 24. I was living out of a U-Haul van and I didn't have control over anything in my life. I had just gotten kicked out of like my aunt's place. Long story. The only thing I had control over at the time was like going to the gym. And so I did that, and it brought me out of a terrible place in my life. And it gave me enough structure that I became a cop. I became a coach to other people. I started a business, purchased a home, the truck of my dreams, you know what I mean? Like I've done these things. I got a cool dog. And it all became because I went to the gym. And it wasn't because I was going to the gym to get good at the gym. I was going to the gym and I was using the gym as a Trojan horse for me to become like something. Did I know exactly what that was going to be? Fuck no. I just knew I needed to become something. And I knew at the time I had not enough. It's not that I had nothing. I just didn't have everything I needed. I didn't feel complete. I was doing a lot. I had university education. I was a good looking guy. I still had employment. I was just fucking up a lot. Drugs and shit, problems, right? But I knew I wasn't living my life the way I could be. I knew I wasn't the man I could be. I knew I could do more with myself. If you asked somebody from the outside, they probably would have been like, yeah, Brandon's great. He's doing great. It didn't feel like that in here. And so that's who I'm trying to talk to right now. I'm trying to talk to the guys who, like, everyone's telling them that, like, you know, Dan, you're great. Carl, you're great. Blah, blah, blah. Like, but Dan and Carl are like, I am, but like, there's something not there. It's not finished. It's not complete. So I want to talk to those guys. And those guys are growing still. They're achieving a lot. They're making their money. They're taking care of their people 100%. But they know, like, inside that they don't feel the way that they want to feel. That they don't feel like the man that they could otherwise be. I think I said that somewhere in this script, but obviously we're not going off that today. So, like, I'm not here to sell you any kind of like fucking shortcut. I certainly didn't take any. There's no cheat codes to like looking and feeling your best. But if there is anything that's even close to a cheat code, it's the simple fact that when an organized and structured part of your life, it will raise all of the other parts of your life up in quality, in quantity, in value, you will become infinitely more valuable to yourself and therefore to the people and the things around you that you care about. That's been my experience. It's given me a purpose that I originally came looking for, and it's given me a business that lets me do this and live this life. So very grateful for everything. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Cheers.